All right, gentlemen, welcome back to the BSB podcast. Um, we're gonna be talking about UFC fights, upcoming fights. Today we have a guest, David. Welcome, David.
Thanks, man. Lovely to be here. Thanks for the
Jamal.
invite.
Everyone knows Jamal already from the previous podcasts. This 2023 year have already kicked off, and this year are some amazing and very interesting fights coming up. But the first fight that we want to talk about is upcoming week, and that's UFC 284, Makhachev versus Volkanovski, champion versus champion, pound for pound versus pound for pound. That's a very interesting fight. Let's kick off with that one, gentlemen.
Great fight.
Yep. Jamal?
Yeah, it's a fight that I really want to see because the reason why is because Volkanovski is like a really dominating fighter right now,
Yes.
especially in his division, and it's the same is true for Makhachev. So I'm willing to see what's going to happen that night.
But Volkanovski is going weightless up. Right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Volkanovski
yeah.
is going up
Okay.
one division.
But
Shouldn't be a problem for
he
him.
fought in a lot of weight classes.
He fought
before.
in light heavyweight or even a heavyweight with,
Yeah.
with his height.
Okay,
it's
you
just,
knew that.
So last fight of Islam Makhachev was against Oliveira, which he shut down a lots of
Critics.
critiques and a lots of doubts about
Including
Islam
me. I
Makhachev's.
thought Charles Oliveira was going to win that
Come
fight.
up, man.
Yeah. So I was pretty sure that Islam is going to take that one, and he did in a spectacular way, and proved himself to be a worthy of called a champion. And now this next fight is very interesting because Volkanovski is, I think it's as my personal opinion, that he's a bit better on his foot, better in striking.
Yeah,
Mm,
he's a kickboxer out of...
yes, he's better in striking. But again, I'm not saying that Islam's striking is bad, but if you compare it to Volkanovski's striking is a bit higher level than Islam.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also a difference between the weight, the height. Makhachev is bigger than Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Volkanovski is
But
really
you-
small.
Yeah.
Do you all know what Islam said? He said everybody says like I'm a grappler, wrestler, and he said like I want to show my striking skills. I want to knock Volkanovski out.
But he's going to wrestle. 100%.
No, but he
No,
wants to.
says
He
it,
wants to
but
strike and he wants to knock him out.
We'll see.
Yeah,
That would
that's
be
what he
stupid.
said.
That would be stupid.
I
Yeah.
think if the fight continues standing, and Islam is going to start feeling the how you call that,
The
the
pressure.
superiority of the striking of Volkanovski, I think he will go down to the ground.
Original plan.
Yeah, he will take down Volkanovski.
Yeah,
and
which
will
is
try to
logical, of
finish him.
course, because you need to adapt to the situation.
Yeah,
It would be stupid to not use your strongest
Exactly.
point.
yeah.
So
I have a feeling that it's gonna be an upset. I think Volkanovski has this one, but I have two main doubts for him.
All right,
Two
this
issues.
is
So
interesting.
one, if he will be able to keep up with the pressure of Dagestani wrestling, because it's not only the wrestling that's an issue, but it's also the pressure. Like Khabib, you're always coming forward. So when he tries to kickboxing and kicks, he's gonna have to walk back because Islam puts a lot of pressure, goes up. So I'm afraid that the pressure might be too high. I also am afraid that he's gonna have the same issue as Conor McGregor had. Conor McGregor knocks people out in featherweight and in lightweight, but in welterweight his power is just not enough. What I now want to see is if Volkanovski's power is good enough for lightweight, because if you look at most of his fights, even in featherweight, he's more of a volume puncher. He's more of volume and combos instead of that one punch knockout.
Yeah, it's
So
like he takes people apart
piece by piece.
piece by
Yeah.
piece.
So I feel, so my doubt is, will his power be enough for Islam? That's a big one. And will he be able to get up back to his feet if the fight goes to the ground? Because I don't know if you guys have seen the fight of Brian Ortega. He almost got submitted twice in that fight.
With Volkanovski.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by Brian Ortega. 2 times in a guillotine, I guess.
I think yeah.
2 times in a guillotine, and he escaped.
He escaped.
With the help of God, let's
Yeah.
be honest. Lights were almost
He escaped, and that
out.
was amazing.
But will he be able to do the same with Islam?
Nope, he won't.
That's the question.
He won't be able to do it with Islam Makhachev because the difference between the Ortega's and Islam's skill of wrestling and grappling is like sky and earth.
Yeah.
Because why everyone thinks that the skills of wrestling from Dagestanis is so good and so high is because on that part of the planet, people first learn how to wrestle before they learn how to walk. You know?
That's true.
So that's gonna be Islam is not just like learned how to wrestle. It's like it's in him.
It's a
Part of
lifestyle.
him.
Yeah, it's
It's
a part of
lifestyle.
him. You know, it's like installed in him genetically. You know.
Yeah.
When
It's
you're
not something that he learned, or it's not that the hobby that he was trying to acquire as something like a skill or something, you know.
when you're like 4 years old, his dad's gonna tell you, "Okay, now we go wrestle bear." At 4 years.
Yeah, man. Even I remember when I was a kid, we every time we go to school, all the older ones, they come and pick up the kids and they ask them to fight, you know, to wrestle, just to watch them, just to have fun.
Entertainment.
Yeah, just for entertainment. Sometimes they just sit there, play cards, and watch two boys like killing each other and wrestling.
Not
you know?
even their own kids.
Yeah, not even their own. They just come to school, you know, pick up boys and say like, "Hey, come, you fight."
That's why he started BSB to watch kids fight.
yeah, exactly.
It's personal entertainment.
Yeah.
So it's something that it's installed in the Dagestanis and the Chechens and all that that part of the planet, you know. And Volkanovski is something that he acquired as a skill that he needs to fight in the UFC, you know.
Yeah, but I think he was also like already athletic to begin with, because he was also a rugby player, I think, before. But you
Yeah,
gotta think, like, he achieved a lot with his height.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, like,
For height, for a midget, yeah.
bro, but like he achieved a lot.
One thing that's very special about Alexander is he keeps improving each fight, because he
Yeah.
was already
Yeah.
a pretty dominating champ, but his fights were just like okay. And then if you watch like the last 3 or 4, I think the last 3 fights of Alexander, you see him just picking apart every fucking
Yeah.
contender of featherweight. Because if you see Max Holloway 1 and 2, you can argue who won, but fans think that's a very close fight. And you see in the third fight, it was almost like watching a child get beaten.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Max didn't have a single shot,
Yes.
single chance.
Volkanovski, he has a really good defense too, takedown defense. But again, we are talking about Makhachev here,
Yeah,
Dagestani
Dagestani
wrestling.
wrestling.
You can't possibly build up a defense against that kind of level of wrestling and grappling.
You can say the same thing about Dustin Poirier and some other fighters who are black belts, and they say they have the best
Yeah.
takedown defense.
Yeah,
But the thing with just takedowns and wrestling, it only has to work one time. You can stuff my takedowns 9 out of 10. If I get you to that ground the 10th time,
Yeah, it's
you're on
done.
the ground.
Yeah.
That's the difference with striking. You need to be overwhelming the whole fight.
Volkanovski was very confident about that. Even if Islam takes him down, that he will be able to get up. I'm sorry, bro. I don't think you will be able to get up from that takedown.
I think he has a better shot than Charles had, to be honest. If you look stylistic,
Yes.
because Charles.
Yes, because I also think that Volkanovski has much better striking than Oliveira had.
does. And he's fast. I think he's gonna be very,
very
very light and
But
fast.
if we're talking about
Lightweight.
that he's fast, don't forget he's going up one weight. He's putting on weight.
So he's gonna
That
be
weight,
slower than his.
that weight is gonna play a role on his speed. So he's gonna have to switch from speed to timing and precision,
But I think
Which he already has, right?
which he already has, which is already good.
I think in an interview with Ariel Hawani, he said something about that he didn't want to be too heavy for the fight itself.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna lose a couple of pounds after the scale to still be
Be more
composed and
flexible.
be more flexible and fast.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting
Also,
fight.
there is the thing on the line. Who is pound for pound number one now?
Yeah.
It's not only champion versus champion. It's also who's going to be pound for pound number one. So there's 2 titles on the line.
Yeah.
Even 3. The striking versus grappling. Which one wins? You know.
Grappling.
We'll see.
Dagestani
think-
grappling wins.
think
No,
Alexander
for
will
me,
doubt.
for me, I mean, I can't go against Makhachev. I don't see Makhachev losing against Volkanovski. I can see that he will. I can see that Volkanovski will dominate in striking, but the moment he feels that his striking is better, he will take him down, and that's Islam's world. I mean, I think he will finish him there. I think it's going to be submission.
Submission.
Most
finish,
probably,
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
The first round is gonna be the most important round for Alexander
Yeah.
Volkanovski to do as much
More
damage as
damage, yeah.
possible, because after the first round, you know you're gonna slow down. The
Yep.
momentum's gonna slow down, and you know that with Dagestani wrestling, the pressure is always 100%
Until the last second.
Yes.
until the last.
And I'm
second,
pretty
exactly.
sure that Habib already told Makhachev, first round, you take him down, you make him tired. That's their game. I mean, that's their plan every time they fight. Because the most dangerous Volkanovski is going to be first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And if you can take him down in the first 2 rounds and get him tired, the 3rd round, he'll be done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be easy to submit him.
Yeah.
Tap him out.
Didn't Khabib stop like coaching people?
Yeah,
he did.
yeah, he's out.
But
he's
is
not
he-
gonna be. He's not gonna be in the corner. Of
Oh,
Islam
okay.
this time.
So it's the first fight for
First
him
time
without
without Khabib.
Khabib
Oh,
in the corner.
interesting.
Yeah.
Also interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, will that play a role
Yeah.
on Islam's mindset somehow?
Or in
Which
his
I
game
don't.
plan.
I don't think that it's supposed to play any.
No, I mean
Supposed to be any
the camp
different.
itself is full of monsters. So
Yeah.
you will
Yeah.
have someone on your team that can help you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Normally.
but Khabib's like a little bit next level, like also in coaching.
Yeah, different.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
different.
he sees.
He's
things,
different.
He sees
yeah.
things like the fighters they themselves don't see in the fight itself.
Well, Habib is not going to be around forever.
no,
I mean,
no,
at
sure.
some point he needs to move out.
Yeah,
and
same for
he's-
him. Like with his dad, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
these boys need to start making their own moves without Habib. You know, Habib got his own shit to do. All right, let's make predictions for this first fight. I think it's going to be submission, 3rd round. Makhachev wins.
I can see it going to the final round, but still Makhachev winning with the submission also.
5th round.
Yeah, I can see it going to the final round,
Okay.
but even
I
if
think
it goes,
ends 3rd round.
yeah, but still Makhachev for the
I
submission.
think Alexander Volkanovski is gonna win with a TKO or a KO in the 2nd or the 3rd round.
Get out of here, man. What are you talking about?
He just likes to
crazy?
be.
Watch my words.
Yeah,
Watch
you
my
mark
words.
my words. It's going to be
Mark my
submission, 3rd round. You want to make money? Put on 3rd round. What's your prediction, my man?
Oof, that's a difficult one. Draw. No, I'm just kidding.
You want to make it more interesting.
yeah, more interesting. To be honest, I think Makhachev. I believe Makhachev. Because I've seen him fight. Wait. Oh, the headphones caught myself. Because I've seen him fight a few times, and yeah, he's too dominating.
Yeah.
But I've also seen Volkanovski fight, and he's really technical. So
Yep.
to see someone like dominating against someone really technical, it's interesting to see.
Yeah.
But I'm just a noob, you know. What do I know?
We're all newbies.
Well,
We're all newbies, man. So, okay, now let's kick off to the second fight. UFC 285. John Jones comeback versus Serial Gun. Ooh, Bones is back.